Before we get out of here, we can't thank you guys enough for joining us and for all the work you've done for NFL fans. I think we have another announcement to make.
Really?
Yeah, hashtag Up to Something season was a pretty busy one. Wasn't it, Keith? Hey, there was a lot going on that Up to Something season, wasn't there?
We met at the Super Bowl, just like we said we were going to do.
That's right. We have a sit down. We have a chat at the Super Bowl. We go into the NFL house. We've never been in there. Me and Foxy walk in there. We're not even allowed in. Okay, first of all, there's an entire line. Keith has to come get us. We walk through. It's one of the most, nice things I've ever been a part of. A lot of handshaking. Saw Greg Olsen housing a couple of whiskeys.
Ooh,
I mean, it would look like it was a great time in there. Chat with the entire NFL Films team. Kind of laid the groundwork. Do you guys hate me or not? I think was that was what that was?
Oh, well, no.
Ken shaking his head, yes. I mean, that was, Ken, that was what it was.
I think we were wondering if you hated us.
No, ever, never. So
it
was a great meeting, great conversation. One thing led to another. Continued conversations, continued negotiations. And this upcoming season, with our partnership with the incredible folks at NFL Films, we will have NFL footage rights for the show every single day.
Wow. Excuse me?
Yep. We will also be creating probably an Emmy-winning, mic'd up type thing alongside NFL Films. And I don't think this has ever happened before. I don't know if I think this is one of the first times that something like what we run has teamed up with NFL Films in the NFL. I want to tell you, we can't thank you enough. I'm very appreciative. You're going to make our show better. And hopefully, we make NFL Films a little bit better as well. We are very lucky and pumped to be a part of it, Keith.
We are so excited about this, Pat. We love McAfee. I came out and met all you guys in that studio one morning, seeing you guys work, seeing how committed you are. It reminded me of the way we are back here, and what you guys have all built together is really special. What you've built, Pat, is special, and we could not be more excited at NFL Films to help build your show into something even bigger. We're going to produce a weekly feature every week all season with you about the brilliance of our players in the NFL, the genius, the big brains who make it happen every Sunday. We're going to use our best footage. Pat's going to pick the moments to spotlight.
Hell yeah.
We're going to voice him. Pat McAfee will be the voice of God.
Come on.
In NFL Films features, the new Facenda with a little bit of Pittsburgh Yees.
Yeah. Yings went down to the film and found out that in a cover 2 defense against this particular. No, it is an honor. We are very appreciative. We are very thankful. And I hope we can showcase the NFL in a way that, although a lot of people have done in the past, we want to do it in our own special way to hopefully grow the game and grow the league. I appreciate the hell out of you guys. Good luck with the next Hard Knocks. And I can't wait to do this season together with you. It should be a blast.
We're going to have a blast. Thanks for having us.
Ladies and gentlemen from NFL Films, one of our new partners,
yeah.
Ken Rogers and Keith Cosrell. Welcome back. Hour 2 here on Sirius XM, Channel 82, Mad Dog Sports Radio, powered right through the heart out. We apologize for that. It was a massive conversation with the NFL Films folks, Ken Rogers, Keith Cosrell, and I've gotten a chance to meet the entire team. A lot of brainstorming sessions, a lot of Zoom calls, a lot of meetings, a lot of chit-chatting, a lot of business had to be handled. But we're getting NFL rights this upcoming season, and hopefully we do it, some justice. And I'm excited for us to have the same, same things that other shows.
Even the playing field.
Yeah, I think so. And, we watch a lot of shows that have rights to plays, and they yell at each other the entire time. And there's a lot of, if we had rights to plays, what would we do? How would we respect the league a little bit? Sure. How do we showcase the game, but do it in our own way, not some fucking corny bullshit?
No,
Right.
exactly.
So that's basically what a lot of the meetings have been, and the NFL Films people have been fantastic, and that starts this season, and it'll go year-round. So even next offseason will be, that'll be a lot better, I hope, for the offseason. Yeah. We'll be able to relive some moments. They're going to be creating a feature. I mean, we are very thankful and excited. So thank you, NFL Films.
Thank you, NFL Films.
Up to Something season, not done yet.
Ooh. Really?
Yeah. There's a lot. I mean, that's a massive deal that took
yeah.
place with NFL Films there. And if you saw the number that it was associated with, you'd be like, yeah, massive deal. It was. Absolutely. But that's huge for our show, man. And look, we were in a basement at one point. We're in the back of a box truck. Now we got a deal where we've partnered with the fucking NFL at this point. Let's go, Ty Schmidt.
I mean, there was a point a couple years ago when we were doing these shows where we didn't even know if we were going to be able to get by with using a Getty image of a guy from a game on Sunday, and now we can show highlights. It's fucking insane. It's
Not
awesome.
just highlights, by the way. We can break apart any play we would like. We have access to whatever. That mic'd up segment that I'll be voicing over that we kind of have shaped together, talking about, just how smart players are. Like, I understand that there's a lot of incredibly smart coaches, and that'll be a part of it as well. But players just making quick adjustments and changes whenever they see a coverage, like the Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce scene, where Travis Kelce goes, hey, next time they show this, I'm running this instead of this. And they're the only two that know about it. They talked about that in the first quarter. Then when it matters, biggest play of the game, they actually do it in a spot. That is what I would like to highlight more of, because I'm not sure that's the only time that has happened. Cooper Kupp, Matthew Stafford against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, zone zero blitz, whatever the hell, they hit that thing. Those moments, I would like to showcase just how much work goes in. That's why the Kyler Murray addendum on film was so funny to me, because literally every person I know that is successful in the NFL is obsessed with learning as much as they can about the defense and playing the chess game. So that's what we're going to try to spotlight. That's what we're going to try to showcase, and hopefully it works. And hopefully the NFL Films and the NFL as a whole, who had to sign off on this, says, yeah, let's run it back another season and let's continue to grow this thing. At Boston Connors here, at Tone Diggs is here. Joining us now is a man that will be able to dive into the vault at NFL Films and pull up some of his highlights.
Hell yeah.
If we would like to at any moment. He's a college football national champion, Super Bowl champion, Ryder Cup champion, COVID survivor. Ladies and gentlemen, AJ. Hi. We did it, AJ.
You did it. I tell you what, I saw the last part of that interview. That was awesome, man. I instantly started thinking of games that I'm going to watch differently. I want to watch and pick little things out that I can throw to you. I'd love to see you voice over some of that.
Well, not only that, but there's going to be moments where you're going to be talking about somebody who led with their head or said something. We're going to be able to literally pull clips for whatever. And we have a lot of minutes a week.
Yeah, from whenever.
We have a lot of minutes a week to use. That's how they negotiate the deals, how many minutes of muted plays, all 22, however you want it. That's how the negotiation goes. And to feature on top of it, we can pull back from back in the day. There's NFL clips that we're allowed to pull from. That's it. They're in their own buckets. I'm not sure they ever negotiated directly with a player or a host.
Probably not.
But you should have seen me in the middle of a conversation. They had to be so wildly confused. Because we'd start talking about something. I'm like, well, what if, let's just say, I'm talking to blah, 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 and there's a play from 1998 that we would like to pull up. How quickly can we, because I'm not sure I'm going to think of that 5 minutes before the interview. Is there a way during the show, if we get going or later, where we can email and get a clip sent over to us? Now, the way they handle their business over there is so... we have a point person over there that we deal with directly who's going through the vault. Everything's filed, everything's categorized. Boom, send it over. We got people that stay up all night on Sunday basically filing it all. They're trying to make it as easy as possible, and I think it should make our show better. It should make our show better, AJ. I think it should.
Yeah, I'd say, are you going to have a full-blown telestrator in the Thunderdome? That'd be great for the McAfee cast and for this, I would imagine.
Yeah, I do believe we have a...
Just roll that screen over there. We can use that.
I think we have a 30-foot by 30-foot telestrator, I think.
That should be nice.
At the Noon.
We need 60 by 60.
Well, listen.
So that
I thought we were potentially getting that, and then when I was... No, I'm joking. Go ahead.
So that was that a facetious
What's
when he
that?
said you have a telestrator, you went,
Yeah, 1,000%. Because I was trying to figure out, it's not we're going to have to utilize, it's like an iPad almost.
Like what Orslowski does on ESPN.
Yes, like that. I wanted the Exos, though.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we could get one.
We can't, actually. That's become a whole thing. That's become a whole
Getting
thing.
a clicker? Really? Why?
Yeah, because, I don't know, whether it's
They said they only deal with NFL teams.
Yeah, it's they would not give us. They would almost.
Let's tell somebody at the Colts or somewhere else to send us one.
Okay, we should do that. I didn't.
Well, there's plenty of them laying around, I'm sure, in these multi-billion-dollar franchises.
You should see this. I'm fucking walking out of a negotiation with the NFL for rights to their footage, and then I'm getting on a call with the Exos people who are like, nah, sorry, we only deal with people that matter. I'm like, what the fuck? Of course, this is a thing that's happening right now. Everybody,
you're going to want that clicker, though, to be able to run it back nice and slow and have nice, smooth transitions.
Hate to break it to you, you're going to have to get used to this iPad. The company was like, hey, we'll give you the equipment, actually. Not that you're not good enough for our equipment, actually. We will.
You want it?
We will put it in for you. It's like, all right, well, that's what we're doing. So you're going to have to get good with an iPad too, pal. You're going to have to get good.
I got great dexterity in my fingers.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Yeah.
Got this.
We're going to have to
Bullshit.
get you one of them cartoon ones.
That's
yeah.
right.
With those cell phones that have two buttons.
Uh-huh.
Call mom, call cops.
That's right.
It's going to be fast forward. slow it down, rewind. We'll get that for you. All right, we'll get
Thank
that
you.
for you. No problem at all. But I'm very pumped, dude. I am.
It's awesome.
I am very, very excited for it. I'm very thankful for it.
I was thinking of like, you know me, like Harrison Smith. I love talking about his pre-snap disguise. I'm thinking of that, like you voiceover and some of that, and how he baits the QB either throwing himself an interception or he gets a sack because of something Harrison Smith does that you don't even notice on the regular broadcast. Things like that.
I'm kind of hoping too with our mic'd up thing. Now that's that'll just be film. I think that'll just be film that we'll run. I'm kind of hoping with our mic'd up segment that we're doing with the like the high football IQ is basically what it's being kind of umbrella titled. Like, hey, this is what I kind of want to showcase. I'm not sure we got a big name for it yet, actually. That's probably something we got to figure out.
Okay, here we go.
That's it. But that was kind of the category of it. Like, I want to showcase that there's levels to this shit. Like, when people are playing football in the NFL, this is not like you're a guy in high school who's a good quarterback. Like, hey, this is chess happening.
It's like Peyton. Remember, Peyton did a great job. What's the show that ESPN Plus did?
Detail.
Yeah, because like Daniel Cormier did it with fights. Like that was cool to see Peyton talk through it, and then he would circle different things that was going on. Like all of that was really cool.
I want to hear that live though when they're mic'd up, like happening in the moment. Like, hey, like even you. I don't know if you were ever mic'd up, but like even a linebacker saying like, hey, I know all week we were taught like when this happens, this thing. But anytime he's 1 foot off, like we are, like I like that type of stuff. Like the players just being.
The little things too, like the tiny little things that you'll never notice, but all of a sudden, like, hey, that had a big impact.
Huge, yeah. And then also, I think the reason why I want to do this is because, as you know, a person who's lucky enough to watch former players do their thing, whenever you hear average fan talk like about how players want input on plays and maybe how teams are being run, and everybody's like, you're just a player or whatever. Some of these players have been around football for fucking 40 years. You know, so let's assume their brain's also good and football knowledge also good. I would like to showcase that. I would like to showcase that some of these players that probably want more say in how the offense is run and how the building is run, like there's probably a reason why. Watch these motherfuckers operate in the middle of a game. Like watch what happens in the middle. Like Gronk. There's a guy that I wish. He's retired, obviously. People talk about his football IQ just being like the highest of all time. Why he always gets open, why he doesn't take that whole thing. Like, would have loved to be able to showcase some of that. But we shall see who the next big brains are on the gridiron, AJ Hawk.
I think there will be a lot of them. It'll be cool to see, the players in real time if you do have them mic'd up and you can go through something like that. Yeah, I mean, it's endless what you can do with that.
Now, with that being said, we are not like picking and choosing who gets mic'd up. NFL Films has a deal with the NFL and the teams, how many players. So we just got to hope that the people that are mic'd up are around a situation where this happens. So there's a lot of like potential and what could happen, what couldn't happen. But they were so professional at NFL Films when they were talking to me. And it really felt like they do watch the show. Like NFL Films, what they get, like whenever they were talking to me, it was very much like, hey, what do you want this to feel like? As opposed to, hey, this is what it's going to be. Like some people you talk to are much worse at their jobs than NFL Films are. Like that is why I'm very, very thankful and excited about it.
Yeah, and seeing the smarts and also just like playing against some guys. Like if you were just to do the mic'd up segments of whoever was on defense, like playing Lamar Jackson and what it's like to try and tackle Lamar. Like there's so many different ways to go about it with like the amount of footage and mic'd up segments that they have.
It's unbelievable, isn't it? It's unbelievable.
Big deal.
NFL Films just tweeted out, let's get Dahn to business. Like, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like,
they get it.
They get it. You know what I mean? They get it. Roger had to sign off on this. Goodall.
Mr. Goodall.
Yeah, Mr. Goodall.
He did.
They had to give, I guess the NFL had to give approval. So I would assume I'm not sure.
Thank you to Roger Goodall.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Goodall.
Thank you, Goodall.
How about Bob Walton saying that? All right, let's dive into some more stuff happening around the NFL instead of just bragging about getting rights for the first time. This is a big deal, though, I guess. You know, because I said, like, I'd like to be able to speak, though. You know, like, I would like to be able to say, look,
Who
who
all has rights? As of now, like, who has rights to the NFL right now?
So they do the deals with the parent companies. Basically, every person that has rights, or every company that has rights, is a company that has games, like some sort of game package, right?
Yeah.
But I believe there is some off deals that they have with some networks. So I'm not sure we're the first show that hasn't had games. Maybe no network, I guess is the first thing we could say. But it is the first time, I think, where I'm going to be able to say, like, you know, I don't think they want me to just
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, right.
Shit. But like, that was a big part of the conversation. Like, they were like, we think you would just do you. If we were to change you, it wouldn't work. I'm like, agreed. Now, I did have to pay for these rights. Of
course.
Let's not get crazy. I did it. I mean,
Two-way street.
It is a two-way. They're giving us rights.
Yep.
We're giving them money. I mean, it is a thing. But the whole negotiation process went really well. And hopefully we'll open up the game a little bit more to more people. And we're lucky to do it.